Morning, good morning. Welcome to 4x8 Paper Stuff. I am working in a Palin Fest journal, which is fan art from a full circle series that Michael Palin did in the 90s, the end of the 90s, 97 ish. And he always wrote journals, and so those journals are published. Well, the book form is. They're not exactly his journals, but it's just a book. But since I'm not going anywhere, I decided to use one of his books to recreate a travel journal. And admittedly, not happy with how this is going at all so far. I don't have my flow. These first couple pages may change before it's all over. I thought I could do one thing. Turns out I'm not talented enough. And I'm not trying to be hard on myself. I just don't like the way it's turning out. But I'm kind of going with it currently. So today he is in, oh, that's not even included. That needs to be included. Okay, Kodiak, Alaska, and Camp Island, Alaska, which are um, huge. Kodiak is the second largest island in the United States besides one of the Hawaiian Islands, the big one. And it is the second largest fishing port in the United States. And some of those TV shows that they're, looking for king crabs and all that kind of stuff are based out of here. Uh, Way too cold most every day of the year for me. But he's going to this area called Camp Island, which you have to reach by seaplane from Kodiak to see bears. And as usual, nature usually knows what you're up to and is going to play tricks on you. They didn't see very many bears. They got fogged in and they got stuck on this little tiny island for 3 days beyond what the one day that they were supposed to be there. So today I have gotten out some stamps, stamped Alaska messily, very messily, mess in a mess format. Not on purpose in some areas. And I'm trying to make like my own background paper that looks like it was professionally done. Well, I am far from a professional. So I revert to bears, and I have a great bear stamp that came in an outdoor pack from somewhere. And I stamped them and have watercolored them, and now I'm going back in with colored pencil and giving them some highlights, theoretically. And these are the Kodiak brown bears. That's where they're from, Kodiak, Alaska. I also stamped in the word fog and sea, SEA, because that's kind of his environment at the moment. And there's trees and Alaska outline, the state outline on the background paper underneath that paint tray. I'm also trying to step up my filming game with like little tiny shots. That didn't work so well today either. And I have a massive earache, ear infection again. I get them like I used to get them about 3 or 4 times a year, and the only thing that gets rid of them is antibiotics. Um, Now I get them about once a year because I take like an over the counter sleeping pill, and I used to use Unisom, but somebody told me while we were with my mom and dad going through all their illnesses to take Benadryl, and it has the same sleeping ingredients that Unisom does, but it also is like a decongestant in a way. So, or an anti, I don't know. I'm not a doctor or a pharmacist or an artist or anything. I just sit here and play on the computer. Um, but this one has not gone away with Flonase and all that kind of stuff. So I know I need antibiotics. So I'm getting in this afternoon to go to the doctor. So I'm not at my peak health wise or personality wise. And we had a massive storm here last night. Bless his heart, my husband took the dog last night um, in his bedroom. We don't sleep together because we both snore and drive each other nuts. Um, and there's always a battle as to who's going to be the loudest. So anyhow, okay, second largest island in the United States, second largest fishing port in the United States. Bears marooned for fog and rough flying due to weather. So I wanted to represent some of that or parts of it on this page, and I did great until I added the fog. I should have done the fog in the beginning, but Days work sometimes and days don't work other times. I'm actually documenting what I'm the FAQs in my Hobonichi, so I'll have or my Midori Ichi, so I'll have that always when I'm in the nursing home to look back on. Oh yeah, that's when I made that journal from Michael Palin's trip around the Ring of Fire, basically full circle. So I'm looking desperately because I know I have an airplane stamp, many airplane stamps, and I can't find the one exactly that I'm looking for. And I tried to, anyhow. The dog is fine now. Um, he handled it much better this time, mainly because we had pain medicine this time. So it was only like a 12-hour, not even 12, probably 10-hour issue rather than 18 hours of intense pain for him. So anyhow, you see a font stamp and you see me digging through, you don't see me, but I'm digging through my stamps looking for that airplane stamp, which I don't find, so I'm giving up on it for now. And I'm typing out in a Cocoa Daisy font, which is teeny tiny, which is fine because I want to try to fit it like a frame around that blue box. It does not turn out at all. And I'm typing fog, and then I'm going to type CSEA, and then I remembered I have whale stamps, and he does not do any whale watching. I don't know whether the seasons were off or what, but I put a whale in the page yesterday, and I might like, can I do that again? I don't know. So I stamped it out, and I might use it later, or stamp it again in a different color and use it down the road. I don't remember if he sees whales somewhere else. Um, he might. Anyhow, there goes C. It's teeny tiny. So I have not found my groove. It usually takes me a day or two. Here comes the whale. The whale's the only thing that worked today. But it's too big for my other page, so I'm trying to put fog in here, and if you'll see, I just smeared Alaska, the one in the top right hand corner. This is not permanent ink, so I'm trying to paint around some things and act as if that's fog. It's a lot of brown and black, which is fine. That's about what he dealt with anyhow. I don't have my groove, and I'm frustrated, very frustrated. So I'm going to try to think about how to get my groove here. Um, and I love the bears. I love the bears, but nothing else is working so far. And this happens a lot to me. I got to try to find a groove, and then I get in it, and then I'm good. And I was just trying to make like a general background to, highlight the FAQs. So we shall see. Hopefully tomorrow. Tomorrow he's headed for Alaska. Not Alaska, Russia. So that could be a whole different ball of wax. Yet vodka. Yet vodka. So I'm trying to repair Alaska's coastline there. Anyhow, all right. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all tomorrow on our way to Russia. Grab a coat for sure now. Bye.